So we should type our domain name in the search box, like shown. It should show the website title, just another WordPress site. And then we will append WP admin to the domain name so that we can access the backend. While here, we shall put in the credentials we applied when we were installing WordPress just earlier. Right. So our first step is to go to pages and delete all the pages. We will start by deactivating them first, actually moving them to trash, sorry. And then after that, we shall delete them permanently. Right there, delete permanently. Yeah. Right. After that, we'll go to the plugins and deactivate all our installed plugins, the ones that will come with the site when you install. Go to bulk actions, then choose deactivate and apply. After this, we shall choose delete and select all the plugins and still apply. Right. So our website has no plugins and no pages, a fresh slate. So what we do, we'll add some new plugins. We'll start by starter templates. Choose install now. Then we shall have to activate the plugin. We shall then install Elementor, Page Builder. Click install now. We have an error in activation, so we'll go to plugins and activate it from there. Thereafter, we'll go back to plugins, add new, and install Elementor head and footer. We shall just type head and footer in the search box right there. Right. Once it's installed and we activate, we're good to go. So we now have 3 plugins ready. So our next step is to try to install the theme and adjust the appearance. So we'll go to appearance, then starter templates. We'll click Elementor and choose a template. For now, we'll choose the second template called Mountain. You can choose any other templates that you like later on. Let's start with this. I think it's a very basic template. Click import complete site and wait for it to be imported basically. Click import right here. Skip that. And yeah. Once this is done and the template is imported successfully, we shall view the site. So once you see this page, what you have to do is delete your cache. I'll explain what cache is later, but if you're using Safari, just follow what I do right here. I'll explain how to, delete the cache in the description. Cache is like the browser saves your old page. So even when you make an update, it takes long to come. But right here, we're going to see our page coming back to normal. Just give it a moment. Right there. That's our template. So our next step is to edit this template. So once we reach the back end, our first step is to go to Pages. Then to Home. And edit with Elementor. To take a minute depending on your PC and your internet connection. But once you're here, this is Elementor Page Builder. On the left, as you can see, are the elements that you use to design your website. Because it's a drag and drop page builder, you basically just pick something from the left column and then just drag it somewhere and position it on your website however you want it. We have icons, spacer, buttons, video, images, headings, definitely anything you'll need for your website. Then when you go to the paid version, you have posts, portfolio, and other elements that are additional that you can add to your website. This page builder helps us to fully customize our website in any way we want to. So right there is a heading. We can edit it in any way possible, change the color, change the size and font. Then the subheading, which we can also fully customize and edit, color, font, and any other customization. You can put it in italics, whatever you like that makes sense to you and your brand. And right here, we can state any services we provide and at the same time change the backgrounds too. In this column, we can talk about our company and whatever we do. And we can actually change that our history button to our work later on during the editing. Then we see another part of the website and the gallery. To add an element to the website, we shall click the plus icon before any template and a box will appear. So this is our section box and we can add anything we want to add to the website, any element we want to. In this element, well, let's add a video, for example. This is how you create a video. Drag the video from there right into the section you just created. Easy as pie. So a video template will appear with a custom video. All you have to do is go to YouTube, copy the link of a video you like. For example, here is 5 tips to hustle without. And hit the search box, click copy. And paste it in the link box right there. And the video will automatically come to your website. Right there, Gary V, 5 tips to work hard. So We come to this template. Let's have a clear look of how our website is looking right now, with literally no customization yet. Just wait up for what's to come. So after clearing the YouTube, let's work on the title. We gave our name as Creative Tuts for tutorial, and let's put our subheading as our motto. Delete that. Looks like a simple title. I think it's precise and short and sweet. Yes, so Grammarly just corrected us over there. And yeah, we'll take the suggestion, I guess. So we delete that template because we don't exactly need it. And then we'll come down here and edit our button. We'll change our button to our work from our history. We should use that particular template to talk about what we exactly do on our website or brand. We'll later link it to maybe our portfolio or something of the sort. Good. We usually leave hash so that we can always remember that something is a link. You leave hash for links. So I don't think we're gonna need this gallery though, but I think we'll come back to that later. So right now, we're going to edit the background of this particular section. Click in the middle, then go to Style, and then choose Image. We'll first get our photos from a stock site called Pixabay. Then we'll type something connected to what we do. Right here, I've typed web design. Takes a bit of time. We'll then look for an appropriate image. Now, this all depends on your design eye. I'm sure there are some people who are really better than me at choosing images. But with experience, you can pick an image that fits well and, suits your website. We'll then save it and insert it into that place. When it has fully loaded in the section, we can edit the colors, the background colors, through going to Style on the left and choosing Background Overlay. While here, we can change the color, the background color. So we shall go to Color and choose something appropriate that makes the words pop out. So we shall choose, I think black works better for this. And then we'll change the second color to black also. So we'll go back to the background overlay and then we can change the opacity. You can see when we increase it gets darker. We'll leave it in the middle around there. I think that looks good for me. Then the blend modes, that doesn't matter much. So just leave that as normal. And yeah, I guess that's that for there. Those are the basics you need, especially if you're putting an image or a carousel behind your text. Next stage is editing our services. We shall then put our first service as small business. And the next one will be maybe a website for an online store. And the third will be a blog, a website for blog. After this, we shall try to get a background image for our services. So we shall click that box right in the corner, then go to style and choose image. So we shall try to look for an appropriate image here. Let's type small business and see what comes up. Car, no. Yes, we shall use this truck. It looks African actually. It's pickup. So we insert, download it, and then we insert media. It will come up right there. Then we shall also have to choose another one for our online store. We do the same. But for here, but for the online store, I think we shall have to put our own file because most of the images are not that great. So we'll go to my desktop, click select files, and then go to my desktop, and then look for an appropriate image. Yeah, I think this looks good. It looks more of a store. So we shall also insert it into that place. For the blog, we shall go back to the same process and choose an appropriate image. I think this will do the job. Yeah, pen and pencil, blog. Not much, but it explains the purpose. So with this complete, our next step is to edit. I think we shall have to edit this lower part right there, that text, and make it, speak more about our brand or our company. But before that, we shall edit our service businesses, change the color to black, the background overlay color to black so that the words pop out, and change the opacity too, so that small businesses, the words can stand out. You can use any color you like, but for me, this is what works for me. This is what's easiest. And yeah, good. So for the next one, we'll do the same. We want to make the words pop out. So we shall make the background darker using a background overlay. Use a dark color so that the words are readable. Just like that. We're good. Change the opacity. Great. I think right there is a good number. We should do the same for the next one. We shall then edit the column below and talk more about our brand. So we shall remove this and type about us. And in the one on the right, we can talk about ourselves. We are we're a Ugandan-owned agency providing value to business owners through teaching web design. Simple as that. Then we go down below and delete this part because we have no use of it. This next part, we shall put the site footer. So we'll go to appearance, header, footer, and blocks, like on the screen. Click there and then click edit with Elementor. To take some time to load. And then we try to edit this footer to suit our brand and company. So we'll start by, of course, deleting these logos and putting ours. Then next step is we try to, put the right image size. I think medium will work for this. And there you go. It has fit well into the box. Then we shall remove this and put our own address. Don't mind that Grammarly doesn't recognize Uganda. And then we'll edit the social media icons. Right there, you can put a link to your Facebook page. Just like that. I won't put mine, but that's just an example. / your page. Good. So whenever you see a hashtag, it entails a link. So there's Yelp. We can change that and put maybe Twitter or Instagram. So how you change the icon, you go to icon library and you search for any icon you want. So that's for Instagram. Click insert and put our Instagram page link, www.instagram stroke maybe creative ads, or I don't know, whatever name you give to your company. Okay. So we'll do that for the next. We'll remove Foursquare and maybe put Twitter. We shall then click update. Edit this next part. So we can customize this to anything we like. Remove those we don't need. So we'll replace this with our work. Then the next one, we'll replace it with our team. Maybe if your company has a team or something like that. Then we'll also work on the next one. At the end of it, we shall have our team, our work, and contact us just below that in the About Us section. We'll then delete this part because we don't have much to put there. But if you have more links to put on your website, you could leave it there and replace it to whatever page you want to connect to. Try to change the color. White looks too plain. Black is terrible too. So I don't know. I'm not feeling it. So we'll have to change that too. We'll then settle on gray. and try to change the font colors so that we can match our brand. We shall then add an element to this box right here in the middle. We shall add Google Maps. And change the location from London Eye to Kampala. Whatever city you are, if you're in Moyo, type Moyo. Shall then go to our dashboard and have an overview of the site. Though, we still have to work on the header. So we shall click Customize and go to the header publishing page. So when we're here, we'll go to Header and up to Site Identity. This is where you put your logo to appear up on the site. So we'll click any logo. These are different sizes of my logo. And yeah, we'll select that. Crop it if you have to. I won't crop mine. And yeah, you can choose a different logo for Retina devices, but I want to choose a different one, so I'll untick that. And yeah, within some time, the logo will have to appear. We shall then edit the site tagline and talk about our tagline, your brand tagline. Ours is boost your online presence through web design. Simple one, you know. So now we shall choose a site icon. A site icon is basically that small logo that appears on your website and stuff. It's like usually called a favicon, yeah. So when we're done with this, we shall reduce the logo width to help it, fit into the header well and be more uniform. I think that's an okay size. Then we'll go back. Then we'll go to primary header and try to change the logo position to whatever suits you. Middle looks okay. Then the one on the side also looks like that. I will choose the one on the left because it looks better for me. And then I'll go back. Go to primary menu. Here you can edit how the menu items on your header look like. So you can choose the last button. For example, right now we have put it in none. So you'll see it disappeared. Then we can try search. Then
button, because I think button represents us more in a more detailed way. Then we can change the text on the button. We can change it to maybe watch a tutorial, because our website teaches people how to make websites, so I think this is the most applicable. We can try to change the way the button looks. You can switch between the theme button and the header button. Moving down to the transparent header, we can try to edit it, maybe change the logo, but those settings won't apply here. We'll then go back. Then, not forgetting, we also have to remember to check out how our website looks on other forms. For example, the phone. This is how our mobile site looks like. We can edit it and reduce the size of the logo so that it can be able to fit on a mobile phone. We can edit its width to change the size. Next is the tablet version. Well, this one really looks ugly. You can see how the logo doesn't fit very well. So what we'll do is we'll try to reduce the logo size so that it can fit on the tablet version better by reducing the width, just like that. Looks good on mobile and tablet, and I think that's acceptable. We shall head to global and then typography. We have base and headings. Typography refers to the general font of the website. So this is where you can modify the font of how you want the items in your website, to look like. This should be in line with your brand. You should have selected certain fonts to use on your website before you even start with making a website, for uniformity and consistency, because that is one of the major requirements for an online brand. So as you can see, there are different number of fonts. You can edit the size and whatsoever. But for us, our brand uses Montserrat, so we'll stick with that. We'll then go back and click on headings. Here we can edit the heading typography, and as you can see, the headings of the website change as we change the fonts. There's montage, that's actually Montaga, then some French word, but I'll stick to Montserrat because that's our font family, and we chose that as part of our brand. So you can scroll down and you'll see that other headings use the same as the main heading. That's why there's the word inherit. Inherit means they inherit the same font as the others. We'll go back to global and choose colors. Here we can choose the main colors of our website. For example, the theme color, we can change that. I have a mustard color code, so yellow is my color to match the logo. If you have your own colors, you could put them there. Otherwise, you could select from the ones shown. Then we can choose a color for our links. We'll change it to maybe, yeah, we'll stick it with yellow. We'll stick with yellow. As you can see, we can switch up the colors for the links. And then we'll go down to buttons. And we can edit all the buttons on the side. We can change the background color, like so. If you don't have a code in your head that you mastered for your brand, you can just choose one of the available colors. Mine is yellow, so I know the code. Then you can choose a color for when you hover over the button. For example, black. It changes to black when you hover over it. Yes. Then borders. This is if you want to make the button, So you can choose a white border and it will look like that. And then a hover color, same as the old one. Pass your mouse over the button. Does it change color or it doesn't? Let's change to white and see what happens when you scroll over the button. We can still try to change the button text. There are more formatting options right here. We can change the font weight. That's how it looks like, how heavy it looks. As you can see, it's changing on the right. And yeah, basically that's how you can edit the buttons. We'll go back. We will then navigate to menu. And look at the main 4 links that connect to different pages on our website. That's home, about, services, contact. So you can edit these to be anything, to connect to any page on your site. So here, we'll go to services, connects to services, contact, connects to contact, in that order. Then we'll go back, and I think that's it. You just click publish, and we shall then edit this main page, the title template, and actually just delete it because we do not need that part. We'll just leave it as created it. Have a small overview of our website. And I think it looks good enough. Next, we shall edit the title. We'll go to style. And you realize, actually, there's something I had actually forgotten to tell you guys. To make the whole process easier, there is a category of colors called global colors. It's right there on the browser icon. There you can store the main colors of your brand. Let's say for me, I know the code in my head, but I should have studied it earlier. Let's say yellow, green, or whatever color your company has, so that whenever you want to apply them to something, you just click the browser icon and they will appear. So since I don't have global colors, I will have to add them now. So when I click browser, we'll go to the gear icon, settings, like so. And then I will have to add my colors. So I'll go to primary and type yellow, which is the main color I use on my website. That's my color code. I'll show you later how to get color codes for your brand. Yeah. So I actually have my colors stored somewhere in a picture, so I can just pick the codes and copy them here. So my other color for my brand is blue. So yeah, then there is gray. So I'll read from my side. There is also black. And I'll basically just copy my colors to the global colors so that the whole editing process is made easier. That's E5, E5, E5. And yeah, that's global colors. And then I'll update and go back to editor. So now we have the 4 main colors we use, and changing color is really easy. You just, click on something like that, press the custom, and then click primary. And now it's really easy to change colors. So we shall edit the subtext and give it a different color, let's say blue. But here, I think white will work more, so we'll leave it in the default color, which is white. We shall then try to edit the subheading, bold it, and then, put it in bold. Then we'll go to our button and also edit it. We'll change it to watch now. Change it to something that relates to your brand or something that will make customers, click on it. Watch now. And then it's a link, so we'll maybe link it to a video or something we upload on our site. Under style, we will play around with the colors, maybe change the font, depends. As for me, I told you, my brand uses Montserrat, so I won't change that. But you can play around with the font, find one you like, and apply it. There is Tahoma, Arial. That's how Tahoma looks, but I don't like it, and I'll stick to what I know. So you can keep editing any of the buttons in any way you feel like, as long as you try to remain consistent and use the same colors. Major big thing is to actually find your brand colors before you start all of this, so that you don't end up having a rainbow, if you get what I mean. So we'll continue editing this. We'll try to change the text color of this button. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, but I'll leave mine on the default form because I think they look better that way. Try to edit the background color. Change it to any color you'd like. I'll leave mine as white actually. I won't change much. Keep playing around with the colors till you find a mix you like. and have fun with it. This is the creative part, and so I'm sure very many people better than me at design, and you'll excel at this particular part. All you need to know is the basics on how to use Elementor as the software. Very easy software for making websites. So you can change the animation of the button when you hover over it. For example, this one, it now grows bigger when you click over it. This is basically most of the editing you'll do. You can still apply this editing to any other parts of the site. All you have to do is open Elementor on every page and, get with it. Edit the titles, edit the text, add an element, maybe a text element or something of the sort. And yeah, you can work on your website like that. Right here, we'll try to change the padding of the website. As you can see, we're trying to increase the button width and size. Choose a size that works for you, and let's go with it. We'll try 15. That didn't look good. That link icon I just clicked links all the sides together. So when you click link, they will increase or decrease size uniformly. And when you click it to remove the link, each will be on its own side. So if you want uniformity, all the links should be on so that the sizes can expand and reduce at the same time. For responsiveness, we can hide certain parts on the phone and laptop or tablet. So for example, on mobile, we want to hide the video because videos make mobile slow. So we'll scroll down to where our video part is and click hide. So yeah, that is it for designing your basic page, your basic first website page. You can still use all these skills to edit other pages on the website. Thank you for watching.